Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 55. Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Well, it's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa. Taken in the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football. First and 10.
Their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. Now a first carry for Dion Lewis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent game.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. This is Lewis. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
At the 37-yard
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The leading rusher for last year's national champs, LSU, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run. This is Lewis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Lewis, the ball.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the...
And he is is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Kaepernick now on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. there standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Washington 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
20-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Good.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
This is Lewis on the handoff. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Washington 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chasing Pierre-Paul. Drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Check safety, check safety. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
They can't corral him. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
22-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's got it.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Washington first down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Devin White, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
2nd down and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Hill on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take
run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. And they take a knee. Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions.
Washington 10.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that